Always wait a little minute just to make sure everything is working. Gonna have a virtual coffee with you guys. Hope you're all doing good out there. 70,000 subs. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I can't stress enough how much I appreciate the support. It's yeah, very, very humbling. Yeah, just blown away. My wife's just like, 70,000? She's actually like, who wants to watch you? Oh, it's a bit of a cracker. I've placed my 50K plaque there just to cover some mess. So might need Connor to update that plaque now. Actually, one of the really common things I get these days is, how did you misspell your name on the plaque? And most of you will know, some of you obviously don't. My 7-year-old son Connor made this plaque for me for reaching 50,000. There's a video on it. He gave me a present. I did a little unboxing, so that's the reason for the 50,000 Andrew Rooney drums plaque. So this one's very precious. I kind of envision at some point in the future having some type of studio that I can make better and better videos out of, and I think this is the one that's going to be framed. This is very precious. So if you're wondering how I misspelt my name on my plaque, firstly, I'm amazed that you thought I did this. Yeah, my son Connor made it for me. I do have my laptop open so I can keep track of any questions that come up. I realize I'm not that interesting. And when I have done a Q&A in the past, I didn't... no, I did get a lot of questions. I got a lot of questions on the Q&As. I didn't get a lot of views on the videos, so I sort of took from that, people are not overly interested in the Q&A format, but I thought I'd leave it open for today. If you do have a question, I'll try and answer it. And coffees, here we go. "9:30 in the morning here in Auckland, New Zealand." What is the time where you are? Where are you? What is the time? Sound like a crazy homeless person. Where are you? What is the time? Might need a little bit more of what good stuff on there. Go. Nathan Ormsby, 9:30 in Wellington. Fancy that. Germany, 9:30 in the evening. Really? 9:30 in Sweden? Okay. Exactly 12 hours. Thank you, Alex Mills. Yeah, it's very hard to believe. I did an Instagram post this morning and I said, it was an Instagram post, I put the 70,000 in there and I said, oh, I can't believe it. You know, I'm just so amazed that we've reached 70,000 subscribers. And I've reached 70,000 subscribers. And yeah, and then I posted it and I was a bit worried because I thought, this looks like a big brag. Whereas actually, I'm actually genuinely surprised I've reached 70,000 subscribers. I'm not posting it because, hey, look at me, I've reached 70,000 subscribers. No, I'm actually amazed and surprised I've reached 70,000 subscribers. So just leave that there. Even though it might be 9:30 where you are, it's not too late for a coffee. Grab your Andrew Rooney Drums and Coffee mug, available exclusively in the description. And, let's enjoy a wee coffee together. You guys are too kind. Too kind. Felicitaciones, genio. It's never too late for a coffee. Exactly, Frankie. Exactly. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday, but I'll take it. I'm accepting gifts. I'm accepting birthday gifts for the whole year. If you're that way inclined. Yeah, as I say, I can do, if anyone does have a question, I've got my laptop open here if you're wondering why I keep looking down here. So yeah, if anyone does have a question, I can try and answer it. If no one's got a question, that's fine. I don't expect questions, like I say, in the past. You know, Q&As have been a little bit, meh. Kia ora, Andrew. Actually had a lot of more input from Kiwis lately, which has been really nice. Well, it's nice to, the whole fam, to use that. Oh God, I hate that word. I hate that word. You'll never hear me say this other than today, the hashtag fam. The worldwide fam is just beautiful. You know, that's music to me in a nutshell, is the universal language. You know, you can have all the differences in the world, you can like this, you can like that. Music actually is the universal language. That's kind of what, you know, brings us all together here. Possibly even speaking different, you know, languages from different countries. We still got music. We still feel music. Ah, just amazing messages coming through here. Now, I've got this mic here. I've just purchased this mic. It's a SM7B. You might have seen it on the Joe Rogan show. It's probably the podcasting mic. Michael Jackson used this to record vocals. And I've got this here because this represents to me a lot the support from the patrons. Yeah, I used that support, that money, to upgrade what I'm doing, get a better mic. I've been using an SM57, which is like a snare drum mic pretty much for vocals. So thank you to the patrons. The support's amazing. We've got a lot of stuff going on here. Will your channel be moving to the traffic light system? I need my QR code. Yeah, scan in or you can't watch. I'm telling you. How about I move this here so I'm sort of more looking at you guys while I'm reading the comments. I saw one about tuning. Oh yeah, drum tuning theory vids, question mark. Good idea. I think I have done one of those in the past. If you look back on the channel, I've got well over 1,000 videos now. And I did a review for Modern Drummer. That was in the January 2021 issue, I think. And I tested out a snare drum head. And at the same time, while I was testing it out in real time, I made a video about exactly what I was doing from start to finish. Important, no edits in that video. Just so you can see from the snare drum completely floppy. That's what she's... This is where I need the power of the meme. I'm lacking the power of the meme to bring in the that's what she said. But anyway, the snare head was completely floppy, and I just went all the way up to, you know, swampy, low, medium, high, cranked. That video, it's a really good video. It's one of the I'm really proud of that video because I did it in real time. No edits, you just start to finish. This is how you tune a snare drum. What else we got here? Saludos desde Barna. Where is Barna? Have you seen or reacted to Chris Turner's playthrough for I Am Abomination song, Here to the Throne? No, I haven't. Oh, sorry, Andrew, the birthday wishes were for me. Happy birthday, Springy2112. I would sing happy birthday right now, but my singing voice, ooh, it's not good. It really is not good. Hey, Andrew, my almost Chilean friend, Osvaldo. Sí, mi esposa es de Chile y por eso a veces I wear the Chile sweater. I get asked about that sweater a lot. Greetings from Italy. This is it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. All these different countries coming together on my channel. On my channel. It's amazing. Little old Kiwi drummer and drum teacher. Look what we've got now. It's just a beautiful community. Osvaldo, I must admit my Spanish, my Castellano, has gone down the toilet. We don't speak a lot of it in the house. And yeah, we need to get Connor back into speaking Spanish. We actually used to only speak Spanish in the house. And that was really good for me trying to learn how to speak Spanish. Yeah, we need to get back onto that. And we'll be going back to Chile as soon as we can. As soon as we can get out of jail, we'll be going back. Thomas Lang revealed his bass drum tuning technique in a video a few months back. I tried it and loved it. IR Drummer, thank you. I'll have to check that out. Daryl Bennett, congratulations, Andrew. I love this channel. Cheers from Ottawa, Canada. Thank you. Osvaldo, no te preocupes, tu español se logra entender perfectamente. Muchas gracias. 12:30 Pacific Standard Time in California. That's when you realize, when you're talking to people and it's in a completely different time zone, I don't know, there's something a little bit magical about that. When I've done my interviews, I hope a lot of you have checked out my podcast, the NZ Drummer Podcast. We've featured, I keep saying we. I've featured a lot of Kiwi drummers, locals, but also a lot of international players, and had Elizabeth from the Charismatic Voice on. And I don't know, when I do those chats and it's late at night there and it's early in the morning here, I don't know. There's something about it, like that connectiveness, and they're so far away but we're connected. It's special. Drums and coffee will prevail. Indeed, indeed. Oh, it's just nice. I don't know how much you guys appreciate just literally me hanging out in my kitchen, a whole bunch of dishes behind me. It's not an ideal set. Let's put it that way. I don't know how much you appreciate these kind of videos, but hopefully adds a little bit of authenticity and transparency to the channel. Where can I get the Drums and Coffee mug though? I'm glad you asked. Check out the description in the video and you'll see the link there. It's my Drums and Coffee mug that I got designed. And yeah, I did have a friend tell me, it's good having honest friends on the music scene. I did have a friend tell me a while back, he was like, man, your merch sucks. You need some proper merch. I don't think he meant Drums and Coffee alone sucks, but we could make it a bit more exciting. We could jazz it up. Could jazz hands it up a little bit. Eriki Music, currently studying drums performance in Dunedin, wondering when you started learning drums. Okay, here we go, question time. I started really late teens, 16, 17, I think, from memory. I was actually a vocalist in my first group. I've never said that on the channel. There you go, there's a scoop. There's recordings around if you want to search. But yeah, I was a vocalist in the group. I was always dabbling on the drums and I loved the drums. I felt it. And the guitar just looked too complicated and finicky and yeah. So yeah, about 16 or 17, and I studied performance. I ended up studying performance jazz in Auckland Uni. So good luck on your journey at Dunedin. Sounds awesome. It might be overdone, but what would, not R. Kelly, what a handle. It might be overdone, but what would be the say for rudiment application vids? Maybe for Patreon, could be part of Flower as an example. How would one apply it to daily drumming? Great question, deep question. remind me about that. I've actually got in the works a whole bunch of rudimental pad type stuff. Applying that to the kit, that is such a smart question. Yeah, I can tell. You can tell when people are really thinking about things. I learned rudiments off, I had various teachers, 8 or 9 teachers as I was learning. And they would all give me rudiments, and I never really heard about applications. Okay, I'm learning all these rudiments, rights and lefts, cool. Yeah, do it for hours a day, okay, cool. Now what? What was the point of all that if you can't apply it? It's a really smart question. Seriously, remind me about that. I want to do something about that. What is your opinion on Tama Star Classic Babinga kits, Jin? They are so bad, man. They are terrible kits. No, just kidding. They're amazing. I commented today on your recent Vlad from Ginger video when he had a case of the vid. The band played Sans drummer and used his drum tracks for 3 or 4 shows. Wow, okay, that's interesting. Man, they must be good at playing to a click. Kotso Taleng, any advice? Life advice or drumming? Have I reacted to Rocking 1000 videos? No, I don't know what that is. Probably contrary to popular belief, I don't actually sit around watching a lot of YouTube. If I'm not making a video, that could explain some of the surprise that, you haven't watched this? How can you not have seen this? I don't get a lot of time, to be completely honest. Osvaldo, how is the musical world in New Zealand? Does the country move as much as in other countries? I mean, concerts, clinics. No, we are very reserved. We are very conservative here. When I've played overseas, I've done a bit of playing around the States and stuff, cruise ship and that kind of thing. Crowds were far more interactive, and I've done a lot of professional musical theatre stuff here. Now, when I've seen and been to theatre shows in other countries, it's a lot more interactive. You know, laughing at the jokes, you know, yelling back at performers and jumping up and dancing. Not such a big thing here, we're very conservative. She had a heart attack when you said they were bad because I bought one for $4,000. Sorry about that. No, they're amazing. Oh, advice. I'm a 12-year-old drummer and I aspire to be a pro football or soccer player and I want to win a Grammy. That is amazing. Okay, I'm going to give you some advice. First of all, I'm very honored that you're 12 years old and you watch my channel. Listen, your comment's going to disappear very soon. I want to answer you properly here. My advice, I've been doing drums and I've achieved a lot of things with my drumming and career that I thought were fantasy. My tip for you, write those things down. 12 years old, you want to be a pro football player and you want to win a Grammy, write down, I want to be a pro football player, and then separately, I want to win a Grammy. Write it down, I'm not talking about in your phone, tapping it in, write it with pen and paper, fold it up, put it in your drawer, have a look at it maybe once a month would be all right, and that's it. That's my advice. I loved the reaction of Thriller Dirty Loops. Yeah, that was pretty special. Dirty Loops is one of the groups that really blew me away. I had heard a lot about them. But I hadn't really critically sat down and listened, and yeah, that was amazing. I'm enjoying your Roland kit videos. I play electronic or acoustic depending on the situation. You look comfortable already with the TD kit. I wouldn't say that. Thank you very much, but yeah, I'm still learning. It's actually been a long time now. We've been in lockdown for coming up 3.5 months. So I haven't been on an acoustic kit for all that time, and it's just doing my head in. So I'm actually thinking now, because I've got gigs are piling up in my schedule for when we can gig, it's going to feel weird to be back on the acoustic. I know it. I'm going to jump on and be like, whoa, you know, there's so much more sensitivity required playing an acoustic. Yeah. Kotso Taling, thank you. Yeah, look, if only I had known that little secret when I was 12. No one told me that. Write stuff down. When I had Benny Greb on my podcast, we both sort of got into that whole thing, and just write stuff down. Creates a bit of separation between you and the paper. You can look at it, you can think about it, and it's a physical thing. You can check in on it, and it's like a little dream that somewhat becomes reality when you put pen to paper. It's magical. I don't know how it works, it's magic. I can pretty much tell you everything I've written down in terms of goals and what I wanted to do has happened. That's quite bizarre. Anyway, you guys are going to be thinking, what is this? What's in this guy's coffee? Man. Wouldn't have believed it unless it happened. Oh, there we got some good advice. As far as music, practice a lot and play with great musicians as much as possible. Yeah, that's a great tip. I keep wanting to sort of format and formularize? Make a formula about, you know, the perfect ingredients recipe as to how to get good at drums, or I guess get good at anything. And as IR drummer put there, one key thing is to play with people who are much better than you. No one does it because it's hard. No one likes to suck. You got to embrace the suck. I don't like doing gigs where I suck and I'm the worst person on the stage, but it's the best thing for you. It really is. How can one send you coffee? Not Kelly. Email me. I would really appreciate that, actually. Not because I'm trying to scam free coffee, but because I get to try amazing coffee from around the world. I've had coffee sent out. My buddy Mark Copen, on the bags are handy, he sent me out a whole bunch of community coffee from Louisiana, which was amazing. That was some seriously good coffee. You'll see on some of the vids. On the drummer at the wrong, no, not the drummer at the wrong bit. Drummer crushed by the cross video that I did, and the Nyango Star thing, you'll see a whole bunch of community coffee in that vid. Excuse me. Oh. What is this coffee? Power and passion. Treat the electronic kit as a different instrument. Embrace its quirks and you'll enjoy it. Don't try and play it like an acoustic. Yep, I agree. By the way, it sounds great to me in your videos. Thank you so much. I'm just using the stock sounds, and I've had a subscriber reach out and offer his help because I'm old. I'm technologically challenged, and I did have a subscriber reach out and say they can help me with accessing better sounds via VST, or you know, some different module that you can get into the, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Access different sounds from my electronic kit that are not stock in the module. But yeah, I appreciate that. I did actually want to make a point at first of doing covers using the sounds in the module. And yeah, I was really honored actually that a lot of people said, hey, where did you get those sounds? It sounds exactly like the recording. Did you get the Phil Collins drum pack for the Easy Lover cover? And I was like, nope, it's all stock. And then I sort of got a similar comment on the Wood video where it was like, hey, that sounds a lot like the drums in the song, and it was the same kit, it was the same sounds I used on the Easy Lover one. So that's kind of another myth bust too. You need the right sounds to play good, for things to sound right. Not really, you just need to play in time. Oh! That's when we drop in the meme. Oh! But I don't have the power of my memes at the moment. Jin, opinion on left floor toms. I've never used one. It makes sense. I used that book New Breed a lot when I was at music school, and in that book they talk about everything should be symmetrical for learning, so you can access everything the same on both sides for full ambidextrous drumming. So hey, go for it, knock yourself out. The cool thing about moving your kit around is you start thinking differently when it comes to creativity and your fills and your grooves. You just think differently. Something visually is there. You can do things. Obviously, when you're playing, you're not going to really be able to hit your floor tom while you're crossed over like that. But when you've got a floor tom on the other side, you can open-handedly access it. Johnny Van Newkirk, never thought of that this guitar player would thank a drummer for his advice. Haha, like the shirt, like the channel, keep it up. Greetings from Holland. Thank you, Johnny. Oh, look at this. Congrats, Andrew. You are a true ambassador for drumming. Wow. Keep it up. How are your 70K subs divided over the continents? I think most of them, no, they're all over. The majority, the biggest majority are in the States, as to be expected. Big country, big population. But no, all over. All over. Hey, this is a good one. The Degentagon. That's quite the handle too. As someone who learned to play before the internet, where do you stand on practice using modern tech such as jam pads, etc. versus old school methods such as rudiments practiced on a pillow to improve touch? I don't jam pads. I'm so old I don't even know what that is. I think you can overcomplicate practice. People ask me constantly, should I use bigger sticks? Should I be practicing on a pillow? Should I practice on my leg? Yeah, sure, I mean, go for it. But just keep it simple. Get a good practice pad that's got a realistic response. Use your normal sticks. That's my advice, actually. I do prefer to use just normal sticks. Why would you want to get used to using different types of sticks, right? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Osvaldo again, man, you're killing it on the questions. What is your point of view as a teacher and jazz drummer about death metal drummers? I always come and check your reaction to John Longstreth. Or leg strength, yeah. They're amazing. Look, no hate from me. I'm very open-minded. Even when I was at jazz school has that notorious reputation, you know, the jazz police, where everything's crap unless it's jazz, unless it's improvised. I was different to that. Even at uni I was different to that. No, I just don't like any kind of closed-mindedness at all. It really annoys me. I hate elitism, exclusion, anything like that. Check out my podcast that I did, the Metal Round Table with the top Kiwi metal drummers, including Jamie St. Moran. And we sort of got into that. And, you know, I think possibly one misconception I had before doing all these reaction videos was the type of person or the type of fan, perhaps, and I'm embarrassed to say this, I probably thought of them as a certain way, not like a satanic ripping the heads off live chicken kind of thing, but just I might have had a preconception about that type of fan, and that was completely wrong. Probably the opposite, actually. I think the fans are very loyal and incredibly nice. And I don't say that to pee in anyone's pocket. It's just completely true. And when I got to know some of the local metal guys a bit better, like Jamie St. Moran, keep name dropping, boom, his name. He's such a normal guy. And then I talked to him, and his favorite drummers are my favorite drummers. His favorite drummers, Jeff Beccaro and Benny Greb. And then you start talking, you're hanging out at his house, and it's like, this is just like, we're bros, man. Like, it's just, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that answered your question. Roland stock sounds are okay. Lower priced E-kits sometimes are sometimes not good. Yep, agree. What do you think is the most technical thing about Chris Turner's playing? That's an interesting question. The most technical thing, I think the most impressive thing is the clean, and it seems to be a little bit of a British drummer thing. They have these really clean subdivisions, and the notes are just so defined. Chris Turner's got so much clarity in his drumming, and I think that's what impresses me the most with him. Clarity of ideas, huge in drums. Tacos or burritos? Robert McCambridge drums. Burritos. Definitivamente. Listen to old Candiria. Ken Schalk, isn't he? Wasn't he a wrestler? As one of the most underrated drummers ever. Play metal while incorporating jazz and hip hop. Okay, that sounds interesting. Oh my God, have I really been babbling on for 31 minutes? Okay, I'm going to shut this down soon. Anyone who's made it through this far, you deserve a medal. And what do you think? You can give me honest feedback here. I wasn't planning on doing more videos like this unless there was some reason, like a milestone. What do you think? Would you appreciate a weekly live coffee hang? It's going to be a bit awkward if you say no. Stephen Langton, what about the phenomenon that is Yoyoka, now 12? The latest live sets are something else, a great watch. I agree. You know, I was thinking about Yoyoka the other day and Caleb, that recent Caleb video I did. The Caleb one. I mean, that was completely out of control. And it's easy, like, you get a few comments which are cute and funny, like, oh, I'm going to burn my sticks now. Oh, why do I even bother? These kids are so good. Dangerous to cite outliers. And it's got nothing to do with your drumming. And don't underestimate the work they've put in. 6 is a little bit hard to believe. But Yoyoka 12, I mean, you've got to, I don't know when she started, you could have potentially 9 years of pretty serious drumming in there. And 9 years is a long time, no matter what age you are. Combine that with a very good ear, supportive parents, environment. Hola from Argentina, my friend, Alexis Rosati. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Congrats on 70k subs. Keep up the excellent work. Thank you, Bruce Baxter. Yeah, as I say, I wasn't expecting a huge Q&A, so I'm happy to close this down after my coffee. Buddy Rich was a drumming prodigy. Yeah, I think that's fair to say. He was playing shows from the age of 2. And concert halls, I believe, from the age of 2. So yeah, that's pretty good. Look at all these beautiful people with their lovely messages. Amazing. Still thinking about some type of Christmas episode, New Year's thing. It'd be nice to kind of cap it off with like a New Year's countdown of my favorite vids that I've seen this year, or something like that. You're always going to get in trouble though with that kind of thing. How could you not have put in my favorite drummer? But it's just a little bit of fun. I have to say, there have been a bunch of videos that didn't get the views I think they should have. Not to say that they didn't get a lot of views. They still got a lot of views, but yeah, I mean, one that comes to mind, Marcus Gilmore. My God. Have you guys seen the Marcus Gilmore video? Both the one I did and the original video. Zildjian Live Marcus Gilmore. yikes. That would be up there with Gergo Borlai as just jaw on the ground. I can't believe this is actually happening. Yeah, check that one out. That was just a, oh my God, an absolute insanity. Bruce Baxter, need a question? Okay, go on then. Go on then, Bruce. What pushed you to YouTube as a platform? What made you decide to start this? Yeah, that's a really good question. So I've been on YouTube since 2013, reluctantly at that time because I realized recording yourself is the best way to improve, and I just hated putting myself out there, so I started uploading a few videos. Go back, you can scroll back to the oldest videos on the channel, and boy, it's a hard watch. But yeah, I started the channel as a personal practice log to hold myself accountable, and just sort of keep track of actually what I'm practicing in progress. I can look back and see how much I've improved or how much my recordings had improved. So yeah, that was the whole reason for starting it. Joe Severino, have you watched the Jeff Hamilton, Steve Smith brush duets, Salt and Peanuts? I think I have. Jeff Hamilton, what a fantastic player. Dinah Crowell drummer. Boy, that guy. And Steve Smith, of course, is an absolute magician. Joe Severino, please remind me about this. That would be a great video to do. Steve Langton, always a great show. Very honest reactions. Worth the wait. Always watch with interest here in the UK. Thank you very much, sir. Talk about young drummers. 12-year-old from Russia playing extreme metal. Gonkarov Matvey. My word, I must butcher some names on this channel. Alright, I think 37 minutes is ridiculous. You've been troopers hanging in there. And yeah, the whole point of this video really was just to say thank you. This is a team of one. All the editing, recording, you know, on top of working as a drummer and as a drum teacher, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of time dedicated. So to get the reward that you guys enjoy the channel, to get the reward that you guys, you know, subscribe, some of you even support through Patreon and stuff, it's mind-blowing. It makes it all worth it. And yeah, no, just genuine thanks and amazement that we've reached 70,000K subs. Yeah, it's just amazing. It's beautiful. All right, with that said, I'm gonna shut it down. Have a fantastic day, everyone, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, I'll give you the scoop. Who we got tomorrow? Just gonna have a look here. Matt Lynch, Cynic. It's gonna be the video tomorrow. Got asked a few times about the coffee mug. It is my coffee mug, link in the description. You can pick that up. I only get a very, very small percentage of that. So you are supporting the channel if you pick up one of the coffee mugs. Guys, thank you again. I will see you tomorrow on the Matt Lynch Cynic video. And until then, ciao.